Out. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what I click. I think it's in the setting. I did something wrong. So let me I'm back on the live now. So y'all can probably see the chat now. And I Okay, so hi, good afternoon, good evening, Roseanne. Hi, Gasha, good evening. So, y'all, if y'all go to the Google Classroom, that is the code that you should be able to get into the classroom with to get the paper. Hi, Linda, and hi. Hi, everyone. It's good to see y'all. I am so tired. I was trying to get some rest, but it didn't work out. So, we're looking at 2018. So, I want to do 2019 as well, but I can't find my question paper. So I'm gonna do 2018 today, and I'm going to give you all the answers for the. So we're gonna go through it together, right? And some simple explanation for each one. So the first one is, let me know when you're ready. If you have up the past paper in front of you and you're ready to go. So let me know when you all are ready to go. So let me know if you got the paper, if you're able to get it in the Google Classroom. Okay, once you get it, we'll be ready to go. So I have the questions now. All right, so let's go. Number one. So number one, you have some contours. And the first question is, what is the contour interval used on the map? So what is the contour interval again? Do you all remember what is the contour interval? What is the contour interval? When we say contour interval, what are we referring to? Did you all get the past paper? It's in the Google Classroom. Using that code, you should be able to get it, and it's 2018. So we're looking at the question, and it asks you, what is the contour interval used on the map? So what is the contour interval? So B, 100 feet. Very good. So how do you tell the contour interval? The contour interval, it is the amount by which each individual contour increases by. So sometime on your topographic map, which is a map like this, you can have a contour interval of 50, you can have one of 25, But in this particular map, we are seeing that the difference between one contour and the other contour is 100. So that is how we recognize that. Number two, which of the following direction does Boot River flow? So when you look at Boot River, the direction of flow of the river, how do you tell which direction is the direction of flow? Very good, Orlando. Very good, Orlando. Nice. And how did you tell that, Orlando? I don't want you all just to copy off the answers, but I want you all to know because the explanation behind it. So when you get a question like it, you would be able to give the correct answer, not just, So you look for the direction of the bay, you look to see where the flatland is, you look to see where the rivers enter the sea, and we see that is in the southeast, right? So Booth River is flowing all the way to Booth Bay, which is in the southeast. Very good. What settlement pattern is shown in grid square label A? So grid square label A, what type of pattern is that? What type of pattern is that? A, very good, very good. I am sticking. I don't know why, sorry. Very good, Orlando. Number 4. In the diagram above, the label featured 1 is a what? So you look at the river, and the river is going to see what is the feature label at 1. Number 4. Number 4. What is the feature label 1? Anybody know what is that feature called? At number 4. Very good, Orlando. It is D. It is D. Gasha, is it still sticking for you? Orlando, is it sticking for you? Because I'm seeing Orlando replying. It is D. And D is called what? A distributary. What is a distributary? That is when you have a delta that is formed over time, right? And the river flow through its own deposit. So it's like a branch or a stream, just like how you have this. So Gasha is probably on your end because Orlando said I'm not missing. So maybe you can try again. Number 5. On the diagram above, the landforms shown at X and Y respectively are. So this is if you draw a contour cross section, you should be able to tell Y, the top of Y, you're seeing that is relatively flat, and then you're seeing X. Well, it's to the top, X and Y. So what is X and Y? Hi, Lyndon. Very good, Orlando. So it is B. And B is the coastal plain, right? Because that is a flat land. And then, of course, to the top as well, we're seeing that it's a large flat top. So that is a plateau. So a plateau is a piece of flat land on top of a highland, right? So you have a highland feature with a flat top. That is called a plateau. And X is the coastal plain. Very good, Orlando. Next question. They gave you a graph. What degree of change in global temperature was recorded between 1910 and 1940? So 1910, right, would be right in between 1900 and 1920, and then 1940. So you have to minus the difference between them. What is the degree of change? So if we measure it there, what is the two numbers? So 1940 is approximately 14, right? And then you have 1910, which is how much? Around 13.7. So the answer is B, 0.3. The answer is B, 0.3. Lyndon? So the answer is B, 0.3. Lyndon, 5 is B, coastal plain and plateau. It's not a rounded hilltop. It's flat, right? You see in the large top that is flat. So it's B. 5 is B as in bat. And 6 is also B because it's 14 minus 13.7, which is 0.3. Everybody follow that? The largest change in the annual, number 7, the largest change in the annual mean global temperatures occurred over which period? So looking at the graph, now you have to look to see where was the largest change in the temperatures. So you can look at the different years and determine that of the graph. Hi Vivek, we're on number 7. Number 7. And if you go to the Google Classroom, P2NW696GS, you will get the past paper, 2018 past paper. So Lyndon, number 6 is 0.3. 0.3. It's D. B, sorry, number 6 is B. And number 7 is what? We are number 7 now. Number 7 is what? The largest change for number 7, the largest change in annual mean global temperature Lyndon, number 6 was B. So make that correction B 0.3, right? Because you had to minus 14 from 13.7. Number 7 is what? Very good. Number 7 is C, 1970 and 1990. Now let us look at 8. Question 8. You are looking at the grid square S. What is the 4-figure grid reference for F? 4-figure grid reference for S. That is number 8. What is the answer for number 8? C. Very good, very good, very good, Orlando. 8C. Number 9, the feature passing through Q is what? So for number 9, you have to look in your key to identify the feature. So number 9, the feature that is passing through Q is, and that one is easy. Very good, Ashley. 8 is C. Very good. Very good. Vivek, a railway. Which is which answer on the answer sheet? It is D. Very good. The railway is D on the answer sheet. D. Very good. Now we're moving into here now, latitude and longitude, right? So latitude and longitude. What is the location of St. Petersburg? So you always, with lat and long, right? You say it in the longitude. Pay attention to the east and the north. Don't mix it up when you're doing the latitude and longitude. What is the answer for that one? C. Excellent. C. Very good. The prime meridian from New Orleans is in which direction? Number 9. Sorry, I'm going back. Number 11. Number 11. The direction of the prime meridian from New Orleans. So if you look at where New Orleans is, and then you look at where the Greenwich meridian is, or the prime meridian, the direction of the prime meridian from New Orleans is which direction? Very good. A, it is east. Very good, Orlando. Number 12. Now, this is calculating time. I'm not too sure if people remember how to calculate time, but remember 15 degrees is equivalent to 1 hour, right? So you have to remember that. And 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. So let us go to the other one. So the question is, what is the time in New Orleans when it is 10 p.m.? So if you look at where New Orleans is located, it is 10 p.m. on Monday. When it is 10 p.m. on Monday in St. Petersburg. So St. Petersburg is in the east, right? And New Orleans is behind. So how do you remember? Remember the sun rises in the east and then it sets in the west. So places to the east is always ahead of time. And remember, every 15 degree is equal to 1 hour. So let me see. So everybody, the answer is A. Excellent, very good. So you subtract the time and the answer is A. Very good. Let us look at number 13. This is a diagram of a bayhead beach. Oh, I probably should say the answer. Okay, which of the following feature is not shown in the diagram? No, no, Vivek. Check again on it. Check again. Because I actually just said that it's a bayhead beach, right? Because you see in bays and you see in headlands. So you see the headlands are protruded, and on the headlands, what are you seeing? You're seeing little indentation of bays, right? What are we not seeing in number 13? It's not shown on the diagram. D, very good. D, Orlando. And that is a wave. We're not seeing the wave cut platform. The wave cut platform is usually where you have hydraulic action taking place, eroding the base of the cliff, and of course you have the bottom or the pieces that is broken off collecting at the base, and it forms this wide platform of eroded material that builds up there. The next question is an angular bearing question. So they ask you, what is the bearing of X from W? So if you are drawing, your compass would be on W, and then you connect W to X. What is that direction? So one way I always tell my students, if you learn off the 16-point compass and the equivalent angles, then you should know that once it is in that direction of south west, or in this case northwest, how much degrees is that? How much that should be? Very good. The answer is D, 315. Very good. Number 15 now. This one, it's about condensation, about rain. At what height in meters above sea level does condensation begin? So look at your graph and you can sort of read it off. What height does condensation begin? And what is condensation point? Condensation is when water vapor changes to liquid droplets, right? And this is very important in cloud formation. So the where the, very good, 600 at sea. Very good. Ashley, Vivek, Orlando, very good. Right? So Orlando, remember when you get in the angle, you have to add the entire thing. Right? So that the angle was 315. So the answer for that, number 16. M is what? What is M? So this particular diagram is a rivers diagram. So you all should know that this is taken from rivers. Hi, Gerald. Right? No, M is not a levee. It's not a levee. So this is a floodplain area, right? But that is not a levee. The levee would be on either side. B, very good, Ashley. Orlando, it is a terrace, right? What is a terrace? Anybody understand? It's a terrace or a river terrace, as we say, right? Um, they are step-like features that are formed on former floodplains, right? And they are easy to identify because they look like steps. So that is what it is. It is B, terrace. What is the feature form that N now? Well, I sort of just gave away that answer, N. What is N? I think I just gave away that answer. That area that is marked off N. Good. It's the floodplain. Very good. 18. Let's go quickly. Which conditions is needed for the growth of coral? So, which of the following conditions is needed for the growth of coral? Which one is most important? Very good, Vivid. Very good. Very good. It's D, right? We need warm waters. Um, the other one, the other question, no, Orlando, it's D, warm temperatures, right? Let me see why you're saying B. We need remember, coral reefs can withstand wave action. That is why they act as a great barrier. They provide, shoreline protection because they can handle wave action, just that they cannot handle extreme wave action like storms or hurricanes. But for their growth, meaning, you remember, coral reefs are alive, right? They are actually animals. They have little organisms living in their polyps and they grow. So the warm temperature is crucial. The other, number 19, is a climograph, right? And the climograph wants you to record which month had the highest temperature, and this should be straightforward enough for you. Climograph, right? The temperature is usually shown by the line. So you look at the line to the top and you read off what is the answer. Good. What is the answer? D. Very good. The answer is D. Right? The temperature is represented by the line, and you would see that the highest point on the line is in September. Everybody seeing that? Good. Number 20. Which of the following types of climate is represented by the information in the graph above? So you would see here you have high rainfall and you also have high temperatures. So this is characteristic of what environment? No, not, no, not B. Sorry, yes, B. Equatorial, yes, B. Sorry, yes. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yes, B. Equatorial. Very good. Equatorial. The answer is B. Equatorial rainforest. B. Sorry, Orlando, I made a mistake. B is the answer. So you have all year where you have rainfall and of course hot temperature. You have two main seasons. Number 21, the volcanic spine develops when? What happens? Vivek, Vivek Silva. The answer was B. You were correct, equatorial. I was watching on the wrong thing. Sorry. Number 21, the volcanic spine develops where? What causes that out of all the responses that you have there? Very good. A. So where you have very viscous lava, lava that is viscous is lava that is slow moving. It is very thick. And what happens? It cools quickly and it doesn't reach the Earth's surface. So it plugs or creates a volcanic spine within the vent, right? Because it cools and hardens there. The diagram above represents which one of the volcanic features there. This feature is what? And you should know this feature from what was happening with Soufriere, right? It's a caldera. So Soufriere has this large caldera opening, and you would see it's also forming several. Um, so yes, 22, it's A, the caldera, right? And now it's forming several little you would see there's more than one little domes forming within the caldera in Soufriere. Number 23 speaks the population. The question is on population, and it's showing what here? What type of graph? What do you call this? This type of graph is used to show population. What is it called? And it's showing what? Very good. Population density. But very good. But what is the name of that graph? Do you all remember what it is called? Do you all remember what it is called? What is it called? So you have two main graphs that is used to show population. You have one that shows distribution and the other that shows density. What is the one that shows distribution called? What is the one that shows density called? Put your comments in the chat for me to see your answer. What is it called? Also, remember to like. It starts with T? No. The one with distribution starts with a D, and the one with density starts with a C. So this is revision here. Like the video. Also remember to subscribe to the channel if you didn't subscribe yet. We're close to 400 subscribers, so let's get that 400 subscribers, you all. Like and share. Like, share, subscribe. D. It's called a dot map, population distribution. I'm going to put it here for you all. I'm going to load the answers in the classroom, right, when we finish here. So don't worry about it. I will load the dot map. What is Vivek saying? Catch them while they running. Chloroplat is for density. Chloro, right? So you spell that wrong, Darrell. So remember, you have to spell it correctly to get it correctly. But your exam paper too went already. So chloro. Right? Chloroplat map. Unless I spelled it wrong. Sorry. It is CH, right? Not the L. CHOROPLETH. So just the H there. Good. Let's move on to the other one now. 24. Which country just produced just over 1/10 of the aluminum in the world? So you have to do a little calculation here. 1/10 of the aluminum in the world. So you look at the figures. The total world figure is 27.7, and then you find out which country produced 1/10 of that. So you have to do the calculation. So you have to go with the closest one, right? So a tenth of 27.7 will be 2 point something. So you check that. Well, 2.7. 2.77. The closest one there in is who? So it is actually C, right? The answer is C, not A. It's closest to Canada because remember 27.7, that is almost 28. So if you look at Canada, Canada is 2.8, and then you have USA, which is 2.7, which is what you all put in, right? So it is actually Canada 2.8, which is C. No problem, Vivek. You all understand it's C? So the answer is C. Put your answer as C. The figures in the table are not in absolute, right? So that is why you have to round it off. So it is C, 2.8. Let us look at now number 25. The number of tons of aluminum produced by Norway was, so Norway, this is million, right? It is in millions. So Norway is 1.2 million. So that is represented by which one? Number 25. How many zeros do you have to add? So it's 1.2 multiplied by a million. You just add the zeros. So the answer is what? D. Very good, Orlando. The answer is D. Very good. Right? You just add the zeros to the answer. Number 26. Which of the following features is formed by vertical erosion in the upper course of the river? Vertical erosion. So what is vertical erosion? So in the upper course, the river is eroding downwards, or it's deepening, what we say, deepening the river. So by process of elimination, it can't be floodplains, right? And it's deepening the bed of the river. So therefore, that answer would be what? A, very good. No, Ashley, not interlocking spurs. Interlocking spurs will take place a little bit further down. But remember, interlocking spurs, you will also have some sort of widening of the channel. So it's mainly deepening, right? So deepening, when it's eroding downwards, you have potholes developing because you have boulders scouring at the base of the bed of the river. So remember that. The river, number 27, the point at which the river begins is referred to as the, this is an easy one. So easy. This one is easy. Everybody should be answering this that is on the live now. Number 27. The point where the river begins is called the source. Very good, which is C. 28. The process of exfoliation, and we went through this on one of the lives. The process of exfoliation may be defined as what? Another easy question. A, very good, very good. A, which is exfoliation, is the peeling off of the layers, right? Of the outer layers of the rock. So it's A. A river that is wide, shallow, and has bars and islands around the river flows is described as, number 29. This is another easy one. So a river that is wide, shallow, and has bars and islands. So bars and islands meaning that within the river channel you have some sort of deposition that forms small islands, and then you have vegetation sometimes growing on those bars. Those that type of channel is called braided. Very good, Ashley. Braided channel. Or B. 30. Which of the following statement explain how vegetation contributes to the development of soil? So we went through this um, as well. So the closest answer here would be what? Very good, Orlando. B. So vegetation contributes to the development of soil by producing the humus or organic layer, right? It is where the leaves they fall and they get decomposed by microorganisms, and it produces this really nice dark brown color topsoil that is rich in organic matter, right? So it is B. Very good. 30, 31. You have a little coastal feature there as well. What coastal feature is, they said X in the diagram is most likely the result of what? And that is a coastal feature, so you should know what it is. Hydraulic action, yes, Jarrell, but they didn't give you that as an answer, so you have to tell me what is the answer. Hydraulic action by what? Ashley telling me the weathering of the rocks. No, darling. This is a coastal. You see, once you see coastal, you see coastline, this is a coastal feature. So hydraulic action is the process there, and this will eventually form a cliff, right? But what is causing the erosion of the softer rock there? It is the strength of the waves. The strength of the waves. 31, the strength of the wave. The strength of the wave. Everybody got that? 32. Which of the following factors is the most important contributor to the growth of cities in the Caribbean? Gerald, CXC can't take anything. It's on your answer sheet. What is this? CXC not taking it has to be on your answer sheet, because what will happen is that you remember this being scanned by a computer, yeah? Right. This one is number 32. Orlando, is that your answer for number 32? A, very good. Rural to urban migration. That is straightforward enough. Now, 33. Describe the difference between weather and climate. So we know what is weather. Weather is the day-to-day conditions, whereas climate is the average condition over a period of time, usually 30-year period, right? In most cases. Everybody know what is rural to urban migration, right? I didn't explain that. Is where people from the rural areas migrate to the urban areas. In the Caribbean, this is what has, of course, fostered the growth of our cities. We have a rapid population growth in our urban areas. So 33 is, I just gave you all that. You're too funny, Vivek. Say mango right E put in hydraulic action and call that Jude. You all are too much. Too much. Right? Very good. So number 33 is D. 34. Which of the following is the most serious problem hindering rapid agricultural development in the Caribbean? 34. I ain't able to tell you. 34. What is the most serious problem hindering agricultural growth? What would you say? I will go with A as well. It's definitely capital. We lack the capital, right? We lack the capital. Capital is finance or the money. 35 now. Which of the following factors may increase the rate of soil erosion? So, afforestation, we know what is afforestation. It is planting trees where trees never existed before. You have very intense rainfall and poor cultivation. Which answers that? That is such an easy one. C, very good. Vivek said Trinidad don't have enough money for good agriculture. All the comments killing me. Right? So C. Very good. Very good. C. Number 36. The method of cultivation that uses extensive practices and results in high yield per worker is called what? Extensive meaning on like a wide space of land, right? And yields is what is produced, the amount of crop that is produced. That is what we call yields. What type of farming? Would that be market, subsistence, mixed farming, or commercial? It's definitely D, commercial. Well, Vivek, you're sure right. Land is very expensive in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So it is D. Very good, Orlando. Right? Commercial farming is where you have extensive, meaning it is done on a large plot of area, right? And the yields are also high because it's on a large, it's not intensive where it is a small plot of land that they're plotting over and over and over. Very good. Number 37 is a calculation. Well, I guess you have to read it. Which of the following territories was the value of manufactured products greater than 75% of the exports of the total export? So you have to look at the manufacturing is actually in black and the primary is in that hashed or lines. Yeah. So the dark is manufacturing. Which one produced greater than 75%? So you're reading this now in the opposite direction. Yeah, the dark one, because you're looking at manufacturing. So 37 is which one? Y'all know how to read it. See, very good, Barbados. Very good. Hi, Jabari. Very good. 38. Which of the following territories was the greatest difference in the value between the primary and manufacturing products? So you look at the both of them and which one had the widest disparity, the greatest difference in value between the primary and the manufactured products. Which one had the greatest disparity in terms of the difference between them? It is definitely B, right? Guyana, because the primary products exported is 95 and the manufacturing is only 5. Very good. 39. The diagram X represents which which process in the hydrological cycle. This is the hydrological cycle now. What process is this? Very good, Jabari. Very good. A, percolation. Very good, Ashley. So after infiltration, so when you have rain falling, right, through the atmosphere, it's going to be first intercepted by trees and plants. Sometimes you can have through fall, which is on the roofs of houses and so forth. And then it infiltrates, which is the first point at which water goes into the ground. If you have porous rocks, right, it will allow for further infiltration or further downward movement of the water, which we then refer to as percolation. Very good, you all. 40. Which of the following factors causes the temperatures to be high in the Caribbean? What causes our temperatures to be high? Everybody should know this. Yes, Jemima. I'm gonna do some unit 2 and unit 1 paper ones this week. I will. See, it is latitude. Very good. 42 now, 41, sorry. Which of the following is classified as a tertiary industry? Easy, easy one. 41 is B. Excellent. B. Very good. 41 is B. 42. Which of the following situation have resulted from the setting up of secondary industries in the Caribbean? So you have this 1, 2, and 3 answer. So you have to go through it carefully. Did it reduce the cost of living, increase external market, increase employment opportunities? Which one? C. Very good, because our cost of living, although we have manufacturing industries, we still have high cost of living in the Caribbean, right? Of course, we're gonna trade our products. We're gonna trade them or sell them to external markets, and definitely increases employment. 43 now. You have a big table here. Based on the data in the table above, which of the following statements are true about sugar production between 1961 and 2001? So you have to look at all of the countries and look for trends. So again, you have to look sugar production in think it's decline. You have to look and see if that is true. Then you look at sugar production in Cuba remained over 30 million. You go and see if that is true. And that is also true. Sugarcane production in Barbados decreased over by 50%, and you see if that is true. And all of the above are true. So 1, 2, and 3, which is D. Very good, Ashley. Number 4. Good, Jabari Orlando. Very good. Number 4. Number 44. Most capital cities in the Caribbean have coastal location mainly because they. What is the answer? I never gave away the answer. Very good, Orlando. A, because we all began as um, our ports, right? We all have our ports near the coastal location. 45. Which of the following are problems with urbanization? So, urbanization is an increase of people within the city centers, and it also increases in terms of buildings and infrastructure. So, what problems you have because of this? Number 45. Is there decentralization of shopping facilities, unemployment and underemployment, and poor public transport? C, very good, very good. It's C, very good. C, 46. Which of the following condition is a problem in urban areas of the Caribbean? An urban area is like a city area. What is the main problem that we have in these urban areas? So, in the urban areas, normally when people move, there's a shortage of housing. Very good. There's inadequate housing, and that is how we tend to develop squatter settlements and people located in marginal areas. 40, 47. Transform plate margins. Crustal plates are what happens at the crustal plate margin, transform plate margin, sorry. It is C, sorry, B, sliding past each other. Very good. B. 48. Now you have a little pie chart. Which statement best describe the farm depicted above? So you look at what's planted. You have beans, cauliflower, tomatoes. What type of um, agriculture would you say that is? What type of agriculture would you all say that is? 48. We almost there. We just have a few more questions. C, very good. C, right? So more than half the farm is used for crops. It is C. The remainder is for animals. So you have some pigs, you have some cows. So it's mixed farm. Well, you have livestock farming as well with that mixed farming. Now let's go to the next question, 49. What is the answer for 49? Changes in global trade policy impact traditional export crops because I wonder if you all know this one. $49. What do you think is the answer for 49? When we have these global trade policies, changes in the global trade policies, what happened with the Caribbean traditional export crops? What it led to? A lot of competition. What happened was that, for example, sugar had to compete with beet sugar, so it became less profitable. So it's the same thing that is happening with oil and natural gas. The US found shale gas, and because of that, now the oil prices drop. So when there's changes in global trade policies, it opens up the market and it encourages competition. So that answer 49 is B. 50, the rate at the 50. Jarrell, it is B. 50 now, the rate of natural increase. Do you all know what is natural increase of a population is? What increases the population of a country in terms of natural increase? Very good. A. Right? Natural increase is the balance between the birth rate and the death rates. Very good. 51 now. 51, it's a volcanic feature. When magma emerges on the surface, it may lead to the formation of all of the others. Process of elimination. You have three of them that are intrusive, and then of course the other that is extrusive. So 51 is D. Very good. Gerald saying Sakai thing. 52. Which of the following is considered a poor farming practice? Poor farming practice. A poor farming practice. Very good, Jabari. Very good, B. Very good, Orlando. It is overgrazing by the animals. So crop rotation helps to replenish the soil nutrients, right? So the poor farming practice is overgrazing. 53. Which of the following activities poses the most serious threat to water quality in the rivers of the Caribbean? So what is the most serious threat? And this one is succiting according to my friend Jarrell. Succiting. A, dumping of waste. Dumping of waste. Very good. 54. 54. You have a nice little diagram there, and it asks you to identify which of the following areas would be a typical location for commercial arable farming plantation in the Caribbean. So you have to look for which would be an ideal location for that. Which location would you say is the most ideal location for that? And why would you say that? No, not D. Very good, Orlando. D. No, not D. D. You all want to put it D. That's to the top of the river. You can't put that there to the top of the river. You see where the mountains is? Where you would put a commercial farm is large areas, expansive land. Look at it will be where you have a tongue because you will have people to work the land, and also where it's gently. So it would be one gently rolling land, which is A. Everybody understand that? You can't put it at 4 because 4 is the start of the river, the source of the river. It definitely can be there. So it will be A. Everybody understand that? Because of the flatland. Very good, Orlando. Good. Let us go to 55. Where would be best now to locate a new factory in order to minimize the effects of air pollution? The best area to locate a new factory. To minimize air pollution. No, no. In this case, I think they want you to say B because of the trees there. Well, assuming that you don't have to cut down the trees, right? And then the port is right there. The trees will absorb, the CO2 or the emissions that is given off. So the answer there would be B, right? The answer would be B. Hold on a second, guys. 1 second. they, well, assuming that you don't have to cut down the tree, right? Yes. Hello? Y'all hearing me? Right? So it's assuming that we don't have to cut down tree. We can't really put a factory to the top there by that river. So I would really go with B because it says to minimize the effects of air pollution. So I'm thinking it would absorb the pollution. Okay, 56. Algae nourished by waters enriched with nutrients grow in abundance over corals, causing them to die. Describe the situation from above. What can this come from? This is an easy one, as Jarrell says, suck eye. Suck eye. This is suck eye. 56 is suck eye. This would be what? B. Very good. Sewage waste. So sewage waste leads to what we call eutrophication. And that is what eutrophication is, right? 57. Which of the following substances is not expected to pollute the groundwater supply? Which one is not expected? Sockeye, according to Jarrell. 57. Sockeye. A. Mulch. Very good. And if you know what is mulch, mulch is something that they use to put on the top crops. It helps to prevent weeds from growing, and it's not a fertilizer, but it's something that they use to prevent weeds from growing. 58. Which of the following is a form of air pollution? And of course, this is suck eye again. Air pollution. Air pollution. Suck eye thing. What? Who's saying what chip there? Smog. Very good. Jarrell. Smog, smog, smog. 59. Which of the following sequences usually occurs when soil erosion is a problem? So let us work this out. So you have increased runoff. You have to give me the sequence in which soil erosion would take place. Yes, wood chip is mulch. Oh, that is, you was referring to the previous, yes, it is pieces of small wood. D is the most suitable. Very good, Ashley. D is the most suitable, right? D. So deforestation decreases infiltration, increase runoff, and then soil erosion. 60. Now, which combination of factors would likely result in flooding? Which combination of factors would most likely result in flooding? This is sockeye, sockeye. C, very good. So you all did very well tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to do some unit one. I will upload the answer sheet in the Google Classroom, so you all can look out for that. Um, and maybe we can have a class on, not tomorrow, because I want to do some unit one past papers and unit two because they have exams before you all. So I will do your later, or try to do your probably on Tuesday, right? So I will look for 2019 so we can go through 2019, 2017, and 2016. Over the weekend, we can do some more. All right, guys, have a good evening and all the best in your exams. Or POB is Thursday, great. So, well, then um, I can try for tomorrow, but if we do it tomorrow, it will have to be earlier, like 4 o'clock, because I will then have to start the lower six a little bit later. All right. Thanks again. Bye, guys. Thank you, Jabari. Bless to you too.